In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to fix a slow Notion browser workflow. We're going to walk through this carefully, so follow along step by step. To begin, open the Notion page or the Workspace area that you want to repair. Make sure it's the exact spot where you've been noticing the slow behavior, because that's where we'll be testing our fix later. Next, we need to rule out a Notion outage, because if Notion servers are down, no amount of cleanup on your side will help. Open a brand new browser tab. In the address bar, carefully type notion-status.com and then press Enter to load the page. Once the status page loads, look at the message near the top of the page. If the page says Notion is fully operational, then we're good to continue, and you can switch back to the Notion tab in your browser. However, if the page shows that there's an active Notion incident, you should stop right here and simply wait for Notion's team to resolve the service issue on their end, because the slowness isn't being caused by your browser. Assuming Notion is operational, we're going to perform a hard refresh on the Notion tab. Click the Notion tab in the browser tab bar to bring it back into focus. Now we need to open Developer Tools. On Windows, press Ctrl+Shift+I, and on Mac, press Command+Option+I. A new panel will open up on the side or bottom of your browser. With Developer Tools open, move your mouse over to the Browser Reload button, which sits just to the left of the address bar. Right-click on that Reload button, and a small menu will appear with several refresh options. From that menu, click Empty Cache and Hard Refresh. This forces the browser to throw away its stored copy of Notion and download a fresh version. Wait patiently for the Notion page to fully reload. Once it's finished loading, click the Close button in the top right corner of the Developer Tools panel to put it away. Now we'll move on to clearing the Notion cookies from your browser session, which can fix problems caused by stale login data. Open Developer Tools again by pressing Ctrl+Shift+I on Windows, or Command+Option+I on Mac. Look at the Developer Tools toolbar at the top of the panel for a tab labeled Application. If you can see Application right there in the toolbar, simply click on it. However, if Application is hidden because the panel is too narrow, click the More Tabs button in the Developer Tools toolbar, which usually looks like a small double arrow. From the menu that appears, click Application. Once you're inside the Application panel, look at the left sidebar. Find the section called Cookies, and click the small arrow next to it to expand the list. You'll see the Notion URL listed underneath. Right-click on that Notion URL and a context menu will appear. From the options shown, click Clear, which will wipe out all of Notion's stored cookies in your browser. After clearing the cookies, click Close in the top right of Developer Tools to close the panel. Now click the Browser Reload button once more, this time the normal one to the left of the address bar. Because we just cleared the cookies, Notion will most likely ask you to sign in again. If you see the sign-in screen, click Login, and then complete the Notion sign-in process using your usual login method. Follow any prompts that appear until you're back inside your workspace. Finally, navigate back to the same Notion page or workspace area that we started with at the very beginning. Notion will now reload from a completely clean browser cache and cookie state. The page should feel snappy and responsive again, as long as stale browser data was the cause of the slow workflow. And that's the complete process for getting your Notion browser experience back up to speed. Thanks for following along, and I'll see you in the next one.